Hey there tubers, Redneck Brian here. This video is about used items that I have owned. I do own. First off, I'm going to talk about my Onan generator here. Yes, my Onan generator. Besides what my stalker says, this is my generator. I don't even know my stalker. He doesn't even know where I live, and that's all I'm going to say. I bought this thing used, I believe it was 2 years ago now. Reason why I bought a used one. Why not? Save something from the scrapyard. Save something that someone might have ended up scrapping. I very much doubt the previous owner of this would have scrapped it. But why buy something that's brand new when something that's used is just as good? In some cases, if not better. There's no point in always buying brand new stuff. Case in point, these two batteries right here that I use to start the Onan generator. Why buy two brand new batteries when these two used ones I bought from the scrapyard, or sorry, from the scrapyard, are just as good? They have a 6-month warranty on them. So far, I've had no problems with these two at all. I've had to charge them, but that's who cares? You gotta charge batteries if you're going to use them the way I use them. Also, my stereo system I use in here, that black head unit right there, it's a Panasonic. I bought it used off a friend of mine. Why buy something brand new when something that's used is just as good, if not better? My welder is working now. It is just as good as a brand new one. That generator right there, just as good as a new one. Only paid $100 for it, and if it dies, it's not a huge amount of money out of my pocket. This snowblower here, I can't necessarily mention it because it was given to me. Let's go over here. This tractor here was in a trade, as you guys know. Again, with this, why buy something new when this tractor, there's nothing wrong with this tractor. Only reason why I want something different is so I can fit that big engine under the hood. And I have some lines on a different tractor frame. One with an engine that I can get for a couple $100 that runs, drives, and cuts. It's a Mastercraft I might be able to get, and this engine will fit in it. And what I'll do is the engine that's in the Mastercraft, I'll stick it in this and just put the front end back together and possibly sell it, or I'll just sell the Mastercraft's engine and I'll scrap this. I'll keep the tires, pull the trailer hitch off, pull the speakers out, pull the license plate off, pull the gas pedal off, pull everything else off of it, and scrap it. No big deal. No money lost, really. There's not really much lost on this, because the value in that engine alone is worth this tractor. It's worth the money I put into this tractor, what that engine's worth. Basically, I got that engine for a steal. The amount I paid for that engine is less than half of what that engine's worth. So also, the Honda tractor, which you can't see, which has been sitting for about a month now without being covered up. Why buy something brand new when that's just a romping tractor? All I mainly use that thing for is to drive around in the wintertime, have fun on it in the wintertime. Because this here is way too dangerous to drive in the winter, way too fast, way too torquey. So I drive that in the winter. It's fun. I can do burnouts on it. I can do spins. So why buy something new when used is just as good, and like I said, if not better? That's the point I'm trying to put across here. Everyone relies on having to buy brand new stuff, brand new stuff, brand new stuff. Why? There is no point in having to buy brand new stuff. So I'm actually going to call this a rant video, because it basically is a rant. It's just people nowadays are so immune on buying brand new stuff. Why? What is the point of having brand new stuff and having basically just saying have to have what the Johnsons have, basically, if not better than the Johnsons? Why? There's no point in that. Live with what you have and make do with what you have. Like with this generator, I'm making do with it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this generator. It needs some work, but who really cares? It's powerful, it has lots of life left in it. This gas tank here, most people probably would have threw this entire thing away because the hose is no good on it. I revamped it. This thing works perfectly fine now. I would start it up for you, but I don't got no batteries hooked up to it. So, case in point, why buy new when used is just as good, if not better? More used items nowadays are actually better than the new counterparts. So, say case in point with snowblowers. This snowblower here is probably about 15 years old. Even though reverse doesn't work on this thing is nearly bulletproof. Not literally, but the reason why I use the term bulletproof is this thing is tough. This thing, that engine still runs, like I said previously. I'm not swapping that engine out because I don't have the proper type. Main reason. But this thing here, it's tough. New snowblower, that would be fucking dented. There's no point in throwing this snowblower away. The only time I'm going to throw this snowblower away is when it completely dies, when the gearbox completely goes out of it. Then I'll pull that engine off, and I'll send the rest to the scrapyard. Why scrap it just because reverse doesn't work? Who knows, reverse could be something simple. Like, it could be something simple wrong with this. Someday I may look into it, but there's really no point. I can use it without reverse. So yeah, that's basically with this video. And it's a rant, of course, and I like doing rants. Rants are fun. Basically, I can carry on all I want with a rant video. And case in point, in some cases, new is better. But if I would have found a used tractor with a snowblower, I would have bought it. But at the time, there was none available, or none that I liked that were available. This one was cheap enough; it was within my price range. So I bought this one here brand new, and I'm going to fire it up for you. This thing runs absolutely perfectly. It was just ran earlier today, so I topped it off with gas. I try to keep gas in them. This thing is absolutely perfect. That thing is absolutely perfect. That wasn't even choked. That's why it took a second. But yeah, case in point, why buy new when used is just as good? As long as the used item's in mechanically correct condition, it's been maintained, like I said, just as good. So I'll talk to everyone later. This video mainly goes out to anybody who always buys new stuff, who's not efficient with their stuff, and thinks new's always better than used. So, bye for now, keep it redneck, and please subscribe and comment.